Let's start with support and movements in animals. The skeleton is tough and rigid framework of the body of animals which provides protection, shape and support to the body organs. It is composed of inorganic or organic substances or both. In protozoa it is secreted by a single cell, whereas in multicellular animals it is composed of specialized cells. There are three main types of skeletons in animals: hydrostatic skeleton, exoskeleton and endoskeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton. In animals that lacks a hard skeleton, a fluid-filled gastrovascular cavity or coelom can act as an hydrostatic skeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton provides support and resistance to the contraction of muscles so that motility results. It is found in cnidarians, annelids, and other soft-bodied invertebrates. The sea anemone has hydrostatic skeleton. Its cavity is filled with seawater to extend its body and tentacles. The sea anemone closes its mouth and constricts its muscle fibers that are arranged in circles around its body. The contraction of these circular muscles puts the pressure on the liquid in the body cavity, and that pressure forces the body to maintain an upright stature. While in the earthworm, the hydrostatic skeleton consists of fluid-filled compartments separated by seta. Contraction of circular muscle causes compartments to elongate, and contraction of longitudinal muscles causes a compartment to shorten. Alternating waves of elongation and contraction move the earthworm through the soil, aided by a paired seta in each segment. Number 2. Exoskeleton. An exoskeleton is hardened outer covering to which internal muscles are attached. The exoskeleton is inert and non-living. It is secreted by the ectoderm in animal cells. It is composed of two layers. The epicuticle is the outermost layer because it is made up of the waxy lipoprotein and is impermeable to water and a barrier to microorganisms in insects. The bulk of exoskeleton is below the epicuticle and is called the procuticle. Procuticle consists of an outer layer, exocuticle, and inner layer, endocuticle. The procuticle is composed of chitin, tough, leathery polysaccharide, and several kinds of protein, and further hardened by sclerotization and sometimes by impregnation with calcium carbonate. The simplest example of an exoskeleton is in the shells of mollusca, which generally consist of just one or two pieces. Some marine bivalvia and snail have shell composed of crystal of calcium carbonate. The shell of land snail generally lacks the hard minerals and are much lighter. Molluscan shell can grow as the animal grows, and growth rings are apparent on the shell. The soft parts of the molluscan body have a hydrostatic skeleton as well. The most complex endoskeleton is found among the arthropods. The arthropods have made a variety of adaptations to allow them to live and grow within their exoskeleton. The invagination of exoskeleton forms fur ridges and bars for muscle attachment. Another modification of exoskeleton and is the formation of joint. The exoskeleton are thin, soft and flexible at joints. Consequently, joint move very easily. Other modification of exoskeleton include sensory receptors called sensilia that are formed of bristles and lenses, and the modification of the exoskeleton that permits gaseous exchange. The exoskeleton in arthropoda protects the animal against their enemies and rough environment and protects them from drying. However, it has one advantage, and that is animals cannot grow larger. The animal therefore needs to shed its exoskeleton periodically and replace it with one of a larger size. This process is known as acidosis or molting. Acidosis is divided into four stages. Number one, enzymes secreted from the hypodermal glands begin digesting the old endocuticle. This digestion separates hypodermis and the exoskeleton. The old exoskeleton is split and pores are formed. The digestion of endocuticle is followed by the secretion of new cuticle and epicuticle. Finally, the new exoskeleton is hardened by the deposition of calcium carbonate, and during the hardening process, the arthropod is vulnerable to predators and remains hidden. All of these changes are controlled by the nervous system and the hormone acetylcholine.